Welcome back to Care for the Common Game. Today we're going to interrupt our regularly scheduled D&D program to go back to Kaldheim and cover Sigrid, God Favored. 3 mana 2/2 flash first strike protection from God creatures. When Sigrid enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. Why, you ask, in the middle of the D&D ones? This is deck number 777, so I have found out that has a little bit of meaning. I thought about the Lucky Clover, but it being mono white, I guess I could have done a Lucky Clover deck for 3, 4, 5 colors, but instead I went with Sigrid here. I had a good chunk of Sigrid already done, and there was quite a few angels in it, so I went with Angel Tribal. Now, let's look at our ramp, because we're in mono white. If any deck needs it, it's mono white with a lot of large flyers, right? So we have Soul Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Mind Stone, Marble Diamond, Gift of Estates, Environmental Sciences, Spectral Searchlight, Seer's Lantern, Pristine Talisman. That life gain is actually going to help. Heraldic Banner, which, helps in single color. You can get the mana of the color, and, it's a half of an anthem. Unstable Obelisk can double as removal. Sisei's Ring, and the Golem's Eye. Yes, that's needing it bad. I know. So let's look into our Angel, shall we? I'll admit, just the quick Google search is what I have my basic understanding of 777. So here is what we have got. Large teams of large flyers. It's not bad. Youthful Valkyrie. I like this as an early drop. Another angel enters the battlefield. You put a 1/1 counter on it. So, we've got some angels. Angel of Vitality. There's that life gain. There's nothing I don't like about this card. The art is great. The card is great. It's so good. Emeria Angel. Landfall getting you them bird blockers. Stalwart Valkyrie. Exile a creature card from your graveyard instead of playing it. Okay. Glorious Protector. Now, I want to take a minute here. There are some epic level angels. The Avacens, the Chromas out there. I tend to be out of those. And quite frankly, I don't know, even if I'd have had them, if I would have put them in the deck. Because, yes, this is second, third, 87th, I don't know, angel deck that I have built. And I don't want them all to be the same, you know what I'm saying? So, at least trying to change up the angels here. I went heavy into the Kaldheim angels, because I haven't used those a lot. I don't know that I've done an actual factual mono white angel deck since Kaldheim came out. So, Glorious Protector, Angel of Finality. I'm still that guy. I gotta have a Sarah Angel. Patron of the Valiant. Now, you kind of stumble across a +1/+1 counter theme. On each creature you control with a 1/1 counter. Okay. Admonition Angel is great. Removal. Anointer of Valor. Here again, the slight 1/1 counter thing. And that foil is absolutely beautiful on that weapon she's carrying. Herald of the Sun. Just mana colon. Put a counter on another creature with flying, which is going to be anywhere in our team. Sunblast Angel, of course. Shepherd of the Cosmos. Permanent with CMC 2 or less from your, mana value now. And it has Foretell. Angelic Skirmisher, sharing those abilities. Aegis Angel, Pristine Angel. Emira Shepherd. I'm sure you've noticed the mana cost is ramping up a bunch. We're at 7. Radiant. I mean, she's the queen. Glorious Enforcer. Gaining double strike on a 5/5 flying lifelink. I'll take it. Sephara. Angel of Serenity. Angel of Dire Hours. And then one angel that doesn't make it into a lot of decks, Silver Seraph. You know, doesn't make it into, because I mean 8 mana is a bunch, but 8 mana 6/6. And Threshold, by the time we're casting this, we're probably there, right? So that's our angels. We do have some angel-esque kind of things, you know. I put that particular Glorious Anthem in there because it's got the Zendikari Angel on it. I don't know. I kind of like the 6-winged Zendikari Angel thing. We have Starheim Aspirant, which, I mean, costing 2 less. This probably should have went in removal, but it was angel-esque, you know. We have a Worship, just in case worse comes to worse and we have to, you know, not die. That particular Angelic Chorus, in my mind, this is what Angelic Chorus is. It is not any of the other arts. This is, because this is the original, you know. We are playing mono white, so there are some things like Brave the Elements and Armored Ascension that are, you know, pretty good. Make a Stand, our Anti-Wrath Surprise, and then a Ghostly Prison to Don't Hit Me, Don't Hit Me. But then, I mean, there were some other things, you know. Holy Day seemed to fit. The Soul's Attendant and the Suture Priest. Some Containment Priest, another priest. Spirit Mantle, not just a good card, but also, you know, Spirit in the name. And then Rally the Ranks. Bought a bunch of these foil because they were ridiculously cheap. You know, Angel Pumps. So now we're going to go into our removal. And I tried, here again, I tried to do, you know, Descend Upon the Sinful. Exiles them all, you get an angel. Deicide. Celestial Purge. But now, I want to talk about Planar Collapse, because there's a reason why Planar Collapse is in here. There are 2 ways people play around Planar Collapse. They do or they don't. You put it out there and it chokes their hand because they don't want to play anything. But then the other mentality is, I'm just going to play out creatures and let it blow up and go on with our day. Both of which help you. And a lot of times there's, when you cast it in a multiplayer format, when you cast it, it's already locked and loaded. By the time it comes around to your upkeep, it's going to go off and everybody knows it. But it is a pivotal moment in, this is the moment in the story where Urza collapsed Sarah's realm to power his mission. But he needed all the power from that realm, and he collapsed the entire realm. He warned them first, you know. But we have Path to Exile, Condemn, Soul Snare, Darksteel Mutation. I kind of like, you know. The indestructible part is really good here. It doesn't, at first glance, it doesn't look it, but if it just turned Enchanted Creature, because we're thinking about putting this on our opponent's commander, because a lot of decks are built around the commander, right? And if you kill it, it just goes back to the command zone. If you just turned it into a 0/1 insect, then they just block with it, and it would die and go back to the command zone that cast it. But it has indestructible and loses all other abilities. So you still can't do all the crazy abilities, but it's indestructible. So it can't die in combat. Yeah, it's beautiful. Disenchant. The double disenchant returned to dust. Cleansing Nova, I'll admit the wings was kind of a selling point for me. And then Rout. We're only playing with 5 non-basic lands, which we have Secluded Steppe, Drifting Meadow, Forbidding Watchtower, Myriad Landscape, and lastly, the Rogue's Passage. You knew it was in there, right? So, that is it for deck number 777. I know I had several people contact me about what was I going to do, but I like those jumpstart cards. Why they have a magic back, I'll never know, but I use them to back the commanders. I mean, it's hardly ever seen, but it's there for flavor. Anything that adds thickness to that commander, I am down for, because I like that pop when you put it down. So, 777 is done. Put it on the wall. And, yeah, I wore my, it's an old t-shirt. The Planar Chaos pre-release, because it's got the angel on the back. The Retachroma. That was back, for the new players out there, there was a period in time where there was, like, in the U.S. here, not every LGS had a pre-release. There was like one per state, or if you were in a big state, maybe 2, one per geographic region anyway. And you drove, you know, you'd load up a carload of other players and you'd drive. And I remember playing it at pre-releases for 20, 22 hours at a time, you know. There was something called flights that you could do, and sealed and draft and all kinds of side events. And most of the time, the really big TOs had T-shirts made, and you could buy T-shirts from the pre-release. And I think this is the last one that I have that's still in somewhat decent shape. It's old, but anyway, random history lesson for today. So that's what we've got. I do appreciate y'all watching, but right now we're going to shuffle and cut.